So a politician dies and ends up standing in front of the pearly gates. St. Peter looks at him for a second, flicks through his book, and finds his name. So, you're a politician? Well, yes. Is that a problem? Oh no, no problem. But we have recently adopted a new system for people in your line of work, and unfortunately you will have to spend a day in hell. After that, however, you're free to choose where you want to spend eternity. Wait, I have to spend a day in hell? Says the politician. Them's the rules, says St. Peter, clicks his fingers, and WOOMPH. The guy disappears and awakes, curled up with his hands over his eyes, knowing he's in hell. Cautiously, he listens for the screams, sniffs the air for brimstone, and finds nothing, just the smell of, is that fabric softener and cut grass. This can't be right. Open your eyes, says a voice. Come on, wakey wakey, we have only got 24 hours. Nervously, he uncovers his eyes, looks around, and sees he's in a hotel room. A nice one too. Wait, this is a penthouse suite. And there's a smiling man in a suit, holding a martini. Who are you? The politician asks. Well, I'm Satan, says the man, handing him the drink and helping him to his feet. Welcome to hell. Wait, this is hell? But where's all the pain and suffering? He asks. Satan throws him a wink. Oh, we have been a bit misrepresented over the years. It's a long story. Anyway, this is your room. The minibar is of course free, as is the room service. There's extra towels next to the hot tub, and if you need anything, just call reception. But enough of this. It's a beautiful day, and if you'd care to look outside. Slightly stunned by the opulent surroundings, the man wanders over to the floor-to-ceiling windows through which the sun is glowing, looks far down, and sees a group of people cheering and waving at him from a golf course. It's one of 5 pro-level courses on site, and there's another 6 just a few minutes drive out past the beach and harbor, says Satan, answering his unasked question. So they head down in the lift, walk out through the glittering lobby where everyone waves and welcomes the man, as Satan signs autographs and cherrily talks shop with the laughing staff. And as he walks out, he sees the group on the golf course are made up of every one of his old friends, people he's admired for years but never met or worked with, and people whose work he's admired but died long before his career started. And out of the middle of this group walks his wife, with a massive smile and the body she had when she was 20, who throws her arms around him and plants a delicate kiss on his cheek. Everyone cheers and applauds, and as they slap him on the back and trade jokes, his worst enemy arrives, as a 2-foot-tall goblin-esque caddy. He spends the day in the bright sunshine on the course, having the TME of his life, laughing at jokes and carrying important discussions, putting the world to rights with his friends while holding his delighted wife next to him as she gazes lovingly at him. Later, they return to the hotel for dinner and have an enormous meal, perfectly cooked, which descends into a food fight when someone accidentally throws a bread roll at the next table, where Ghandi is having a game of truth or dare with Marylin Monroe. As everyone is falling about laughing and flinging breadsticks at each other, his wife whispers in his ear. And they return to their penthouse suite, and spend the rest of the night making love like they did on their honeymoon. After 6 hours of intense passion, the man falls deep into the 100% Egyptian cotton pillows, and falls into a deep and happy sleep, and is woken up by St. Peter. So, that was hell. Wasn't what you were expecting, I bet? No sir, says the man. So then, says St. Peter, you can make your choice. It's hell, which you saw, or heaven, which has choral singing, talking to God, white robes, and so on. Well, I know this sounds strange, but on balance, I think I would prefer hell, says the politician. Not a problem, we totally understand. Enjoy, says St. Peter, and clicks his fingers again. The man wakes up in total darkness, the stench of ammonia filling the air, and distant screams the only noise. As he adjusts, he can see the only light is from belches of flame far away, illuminating the ragged remains of people being tortured or burning in a sulphurous ocean. A sudden bolt of lightning reveals Satan next to him, wearing the same suit as before and grinning, holding a soldering iron in one hand and a coil of razor wire in the other. What's this? He cries. Where's the hotel? Where's my wife? Where's the minibar, the golf courses, the pool, the restaurant, the free drinks and the sunshine? Ah, says Satan, you see, yesterday, we were campaigning, but today, you voted. 3 men were on a boat all together. They had 4 cigarettes, however, no one brought any matches. They threw 1 cigarette overboard. which caused the whole boat to become a cigarette lighter. Ouch. A man traveling by plane and in urgent need to use the men's room is nervously tapping his foot on the floor of the aircraft each time he tried the men's room door. It was occupied. The stewardess, aware of his predicament, suggested that he go ahead and use the ladies' room, but cautioned him against using any of the buttons inside. The buttons were marked WW, WA, PP and HER, making the mistake that so many men make in disregarding the importance of what a woman says. The man let his curiosity get the best of him and decided to try the buttons anyway. He carefully pressed the first button marked WW and immediately warm water sprayed all over his entire bottom. He thought, wow, the women really have it made. Still curious, he pressed the button marked WA and a gentle breeze of warm air quickly dried his hindquarters. He thought that was out of this world. The button marked PP yielded a large powder puff which delicately applied a soft talc to his rear. Well, naturally he couldn't resist the last button marked ADR. When he woke up in the hospital he panicked and buzzed for the nurse. When she appeared, he cried out, "What happened to me?" The last thing I remember is I was in the ladies' room on a business trip. The nurse replied, "Yes, you were having a great time until you pressed the ADR button, which stands for automatic tampon remover. Your penis is under your pillow." What does the Secret Service say when President Trump almost gets shot? Donald Duck. Where do dogs go when their tail falls off? The retail store. Please smash the like button and subscribe to my channel.